Connor McIver here. I wanted to cover a few things with you today regarding real estate and what I actually think makes the differences between agents. There's a lot of agents out there. They're just fantastic. They're great people, honest and trustworthy. But the next step I think that you need, a seller or buyer, is somebody that's totally ingrained themselves into the media of today. And that's going to be, for you buyers out there, that's going to be an agent that's going to be able to hunt for you and have all the resources accessible to them, where they're not scared about the learning curve involved, and they can actually get out there and search for properties in some unconventional ways, especially on the internet, because we know that 87% of the people out there that are looking for homes are doing it on the internet. Also, the MLS systems are great, and every property for sale is in those, but it is a matter of being able to be technologically savvy enough to find those properties and set them up on a specific search basis for all of our clients. So that's for the buyer side. For the sellers, it's very simple. There's a lot of social media. You have Twitter, you have Facebook, you have LinkedIn, you have a lot of other services out there. To be able to take a house that somebody wants us to sell and embed that everywhere across the World Wide Web, that's the trick. Within the first several hours after we procure a listing, we have it on 18 different real estate sites, and that's not dependent in the MLS alone. The MLS is going to upload itself onto the MLS and then onto Realtor.com, which is all well and good. However, the agent, in order to really get the best bang for your dollar, because as a seller you're paying both sides commission, the buyers don't pay the commission. Buyers' closing costs don't consist of a real estate agent's commission. So anyway, as a seller, you need the best bang for your buck. What we're seeing, your agent needs to also be a member of Realtor.com and to be the level where all of those listings become showcased. So then he can go in the back end of Realtor.com and play with the data and actually keep it fresh, put tags on there, embed MP4 videos, virtual tours, attach everything up, and plus maximize the photo presentation. So things to think about, and that's just Realtor.com. So the MLS is going to do that automatically. If the agent that you're choosing is showcase members, as we are here at REMAX and Paris 911, then all that data, I go into the back end of that and build that out as well. Then talking about the 18 sites, I can give you a list of those. We actually build virtual tours ourselves. Once we have the virtual tour built, then we take advantage of uploading it to all the different sites. And that doesn't include Craigslist. That doesn't include several other sites, Oodle and Trulia, that these properties go into. We're running several different independent websites ourselves, so not only are you seeing it at Paris911.com, we have 6 and 7 other 2 different REMAX sites, so that property is going to be uploaded there. So really your exposure with us is phenomenal. So that's, I think, the difference between a mediocre agent and somebody that does an okay job and somebody that's out there trying to sell your property themselves. And the other thing, too, in reference to selling their property themselves, we have a lot of buyers. But don't fall into the trap when an agent tells you, oh, well, I have a lot of buyers for your house, when you're doing the interview phase. Say, okay, if you have a lot of buyers for my house right now, bring them over. Bring them over before I sign the listing agreement with you. Let's see these buyers. Let's see if they're actually, if you are holding them. Because if you are, you probably save me a little bit of money, because you have them captured in your database. They're working with you. So you might be able to save me some money in reference to selling my home with my closing costs, because it's going to be just that easy. You're not going to have to spend the time and money advertising because you already have the buyer. So why not bring them over here at the conclusion of the interview? And if you have somebody that really wants to sit down here and write an offer, we'll just do it right now, sign the listing agreement. You can write the offer at the same time, nice and clean and even. So don't fall for that. What you want in hiring an agent is them being ethical, trustworthy, of course. That stuff is hard to actually prove. You can find them on the internet. But more importantly, number one, how do you feel when you speak with them? Do you feel like you need to shower afterwards? Are they greasy? Or are they actually people that's seem to have a metal code and something that they're going to stand by. Also, find out this, and this is a neat question. What is it going to take if you decide to cancel your listing with them? Are they going to be holding it in hostage mode? Do they have to go now speak with their broker, even though they're independent contractors? Is there another level of approval to be able to let the listing go? Because in essence, the listings that you use or list with me are not my property. They're actually the property of REMAX, and that goes with every other brokerage or every other real estate agent out there. So with us, because we're, I think, with REMAX more independent than most agents, I don't have to seek approval with my broker to be able to give a listing back to you. If you want to cancel it, we cancel it. We have an open door policy, as Paris and I preach all the time. If something's come up in your life that you don't want to sell right now, I don't care how much time, effort, and money we've put into selling the property, that's fine. It goes away. You come in, cancel it, and it's finished. You don't owe us anything. So things to ask, things to think about, but I really been thinking about it a lot lately because I've been working more hours writing about the communities here in Santa Clarita, writing about the houses for sale. So being ingrained, I happen to come across a lot of other real estate agent sites and what other agents are doing. And I'm looking for, okay, what's the difference? Well, you don't know Connor McIver or Paris McIver from Adam, but if you punch in those names in Google, you're going to see a hell of a lot of information. I'm Connor McIver. If you need us, of course, the phone number is 800-760-6911. Love to help you. We are all across Southern California, have some great resources for you. And again, it was a pleasure, and thank you for bringing me into your computer and watching me today. Have a great day. Happy May to you, and talk to you soon.